C grade students, where are you now in life? I'm an attorney now. Poor grades through high school. Poor grades in undergrad. Poor grades in my master's program. Poor grades in law school. But you know what they call the person who passed the bar with the lowest score? An attorney. There's an old saying, there are smart doctors and there are dumb doctors. But there are no lazy doctors. Can verify. Terrible grades in med school, took the medical licensing exam a couple of times for each step, still a doctor. Got you tagged as, don't visit this doctor. Always hated school and still do. Had shit grades throughout. Now I'm a trained conductor and I fucking love it. What's it like? What did you do to get the job? What's your salary like? The work itself isn't too difficult, just a lot of rules you need to memorize. The schedule is the hard part. I'm on call 24/7 365 and spend a lot of time away from home. I've seen a lot of families fall apart and have personally lost several friendships because of it. To get the job I interviewed, I'm sure it helped that I knew a guy in management, but I know guys that got the job that didn't. Otherwise, a lot of guys are ex-military. They put a ton of value on that. I make anywhere from $70K, $100K a year depending on how much I work. It's not bad at all, but we work for it. Dropped out of high school. Mostly got CS and DS. I just went to school until football was over. Lot of mistakes. Tried college but hated it. I got my GED within 2 weeks of dropping out of high school, because I knew I would always have to put it on a job application. Anyway, worked different blue-collar jobs for the next 9 years. Delivered drywall for 3 years. Framing, siding, roofing. Merchandising for soft drink company. Worked for a retiree's carpet cleaning business and tried to buy it. He wouldn't sell it. Ended up making me an offer on my last day with the company, but already had plans to move. Ended up moving down south and worked at a body shop washing cars while I took advantage of free college for state residents. Took 4 years to get a 2-year degree so I could go at my own pace. Ended with a 3.9. While going to school, got a job delivering parts around the hospital for IT. Learned from them. Now I work in IT and it's the best job I ever had. Wish I wasn't in my 30s worrying about my algebra homework, but I'm thankful for the opportunity. I still see the drywall boom trucks loaded down on cold days and thank God I got out of that hellhole. Edit. I appreciate everyone giving me congrats, but I guess I'd have to side with the people on the other end. Not really a success story. More just a lot of moving around, deciding what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Kind of like dating to find the right partner for you. I was happy to be out of school at 17 and making decent money, even if I was busting my ass. I always figured I didn't need college as I'm a pretty quick learner, and a ton of jobs you have to learn in your first couple weeks anyway. I'd probably still be siding to this day if my boss hadn't run out of work during the winter, and still be cleaning carpets if that guy sold me his company. Could not get higher than AC in maths. Couldn't get into the course I wanted. Now I work in a store. Working for the government. I never went to college. My wife is a stay-at-home mom that attends college full-time. We have 2 young kids. I pay the mortgage, have 2 cars, eat out a lot, drink beer, watch football, and fish and live a pretty good life for only 1 income. I was an awful student who got a nice job working for the government, working with poop too. Joined the army for 8 years, got out and got a degree in drafting technologies. I draw in-ground pools now, making pretty decent money. Had C's throughout high school. Dropped out of college after my freshman year. I currently work as an administrative assistant for a local government office, making $40,000. I do enjoy my job and I love my coworker's boss, and I make enough to get by and still have fun money. Well, I was a top student all through high school, got a university degree with a 3.0 GPA, and I'm also a government admin assistant making $40K a year. Listen here, kids, don't get a Bachelor of Arts unless you know what you're going to do with it. Had A's in high school and 3.6 in college, BS in accounting, and making $2K less than both of you. Edit. This is an old thread, but I wanted to come back and say that you all really opened my eyes to how underpaid I was. I started applying for jobs and just 28 days later I have an offer letter to work for a really cool nonprofit with a $15K raise. Thanks, Reddit. I never applied myself at school as it was more a social event than something I needed to do. CD grade student checking in. I now work in my passion of motorsport, running international events such as the Female One, earning fairly good money, and also have my own motorcycle shop. Edit. I started off in Australia, where grades in school mean a lot less than other countries such as France, where without a degree you are pretty much on minimum wage. D+ average in high school. Janitor. I was supposed to have potential, though. You still do. I barely graduated high school, my grades were so bad. Spent a few years working at Walmart as a night crew floor waxer. A guy I worked with talked me into going back to school, so I went to community college. After years of taking courses, dropping out, transferring, changing majors, dropping out, taking more courses, etc., I finally got a liberal arts bachelor's degree and spent a few more years working at a camp and screwing around. Realized that a traditional path wasn't working for me, so I started teaching myself how to program through online courses, and 4 years later I started a software development career in my mid-30s. My salary more than quadrupled and I enjoy my life for the most part. So far so good. You never know what's gonna happen down the road. I work in a candy factory, full-time panning chocolate malt balls. Not doing too badly actually. I bounced around a lot as a younger man. Bike messenger, waiter, dishwasher. Was a medic, 911, for a few years, and now I'm an IT self-taught computer nerd. Ride my bicycle all the time and try to have fun as much as possible. Oh, and I help raise a fine son along the way. He's a man now and doing well. I had solid C grades all throughout elementary school, largely through refusing to do any sort of practice homework, like problem sets. High school comes around and the subject of what you're going to do when you grow up comes up, and I realize that I'm pretty shit at just about everything aside from video games. So I figure if I'm not good at anything naturally, I might as well be good at something that you can get good at through practice, schoolwork. I immediately start trying harder and become an A student. I got accepted at the best university in my country, and after a 5-year battle with laziness I've graduated and become a professional lazy person, engineer. Joined Marines, after went to school, became EMT, and went through fire academy. Worked in ambulance, now working in a psychiatric hospital. Will be going to school for RN next year. Got bullshit throughout high school but scraped by with CS in college. Barely graduated. I never really felt like I needed to go to college, but completed it anyway for my helicopter parents. 27 now, running a small business online with some friends. We've been at it for 3 years and are making some serious headway. We all still have regular Joe day jobs, but within the next year, our online business will become our full-time gig. D grade student I was, now I am an investment manager. Don't let your grades get you down, keep working hard and always push your employers to give you a promotion, but do work hard for it. Edit. A few people are asking how I got into the field with low grades. Just to clarify, I went to college and then university and then got a job as a coordinator, worked with the management, learned, did the required examinations and then got the promotion to be where I am at the moment. Living a C grade life. It's actually pretty cruisy, and you know you can just try harder and do better, but there's more fun things to do right now. You're only young once. I was a A+ grade student, and I'm currently getting destroyed by my C grade student wife, who is currently making $200K a year, on her way to $350K. Sometimes, intelligence, responsibility, and dedication are not enough. You have to have the balls and social acumen to put yourself in a position to succeed. I would say earning good grades is less about intelligence, and more so about responsibility and dedication. Edit. Since I'm being asked the same question multiple times, my wife's job is in sales. For her peace of mind, I'm not willing to be more specific. As someone posted below, my wife's salary is combined with commission. So 2 things to take note of: A, her commission is taxed at a higher rate than her salary, and B, the city we live in has a high cost of living. I'm not a tax expert, but I assume someone making a salary of $200K is actually bringing more money home than my wife, who is being taxed at a higher rate due to $80K of her earnings being commission-based. My parents always thought I was brighter than I was, because as a young child I had a higher reading age than my classmates, and was a bit smarter at primary school. In secondary school and college, ages 11 to 18 for our American friends, I was average C grade student. I think I got a B once. Part of it was for sure due to a lack of effort. If I could rewind time, I would work harder for sure. But some of it was definitely because I'm not as clever as people thought. I didn't go to university, because at the time I didn't know what I wanted to do. I spent about 5 years after school doing a low-paid, dead-end job before deciding I needed out. I took an IT course that I paid for myself and got a starter job in IT. I'm now working in systems admin for a huge international company, with a decent salary and good prospects. Some of my friends who did go to university are not working in the field they studied, and are not earning as much as me. So in short, I'm doing okay considering. I was a B student, but I feel I still have a say in this. Grades aren't really a measure of how good you are at a topic. It's more a measure of how much effort you put in. A lot of people that were shit at school find themselves doing really well in life because they found something they truly enjoy in life and want to put the effort in to obtain and keep it. I was a C-grade student and didn't go to college. I had a bunch of disposable jobs in my late teens and early 20s. At 25, I moved to the US and set a goal of being CTO of an internet company within 10 years. I started plugging in computers for a company that was hiring massively and worked my way into a sysadmin job, then managed a team. I made CTO for a small internet company in 9 years and helped them grow into an 8-figure business. Today, I have multiple businesses in several industries. None are huge yet, but my income level puts me in a comfortable position financially, and I have a life that high school me couldn't dare imagine. Actually, I find it hard to imagine now. All that said, I had undiagnosed ADD. If I had the resources available today, I absolutely would have worked harder in school and would have loved an IAP. I really feel I missed out on college and often wonder how much easier and how much further down the path I would have been. My current 10-ish-year goal is to retire in my early 50s and go to law school for fun. Carpenter and professional snowboard patroller. I don't make that much money, but I have a reliable pickup truck, an awesome girlfriend who keeps bugging me for a ring, an awesome dog, a sweet home on a mountain, and I love my life. Wouldn't Chang a thing? Do you have a similar story? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one.